Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 6. So Module 6 is the end of the comparison essay. You will do your second peer edit for the class and then you'll finish up with that final draft. You're also going to use the BrainFuse online tutoring service, and you're going to send your essay in there and they're going to take a look at it and you'll get a report back from them. So we're going to do just a little bit more with the revising and editing stage here. So you should have a draft already done. The first thing you're going to do is go here to the peer edit and you're going to submit the essay here. I've got that Monday deadline, just like we did before. If you don't submit your rough draft to the assignment before the deadline, you will not get a paper to look at. So just keep that in mind. The other thing to remember is that you'll actually get 2 peer essays this time. We've done it once with just 1 peer. Now you're going to get 2. So once this deadline passes, then over here you'll have 2 people's names and you can click on them individually. Once you click on their name, a page like this will show up and you're going to go to view feedback and you'll get that docu-viewer that you want to expand and then provide with feedback. So remember, again, the little feedback thing here, the little bubble comment is probably the best one to use. The main thing to remember is because you have 2 peer essays, that means everybody's essay is going to be looked at by 2 people. So when you go into their essay, you might already see someone's name on the side with their feedback, and so you want to leave different feedback, obviously, but you want to make sure that whatever you leave, whatever comments you're putting on here, it's obvious that it's yours. So your name will show up here when you leave that feedback, and you want to make sure that you are you got credit for all of the ones that you do. So you hit escape and then you're out of that page. And then you go over here to show rubric. Again, the rubric, you will be able to click on either needs improvement or no issues. There will be comments on here when you look at your version. You'll be able to leave a comment as well. And then there will be a save button at the bottom. Once you've saved it, you cannot go in and edit it again. So make sure that you do have a good sense of what you're going to put in here before you start typing. That way you don't get yourself in this position where you have it's done. You can leave any more comments right here. Sometimes students like to do an overall comment, and that's totally fine. But just making sure that you're clicking on all the right things. And the reason we do it through Canvas like this, even though it does involve some step following here, is because it's the easiest way for your peer to see those comments. So make sure that you are paying attention there. So once you're done with that, the next thing you're going to do is submit to the online writing lab. So you can do this actually on the same day since your rough draft is already done. Once you have it done, you can go in and submit to the peer edit and to the online writing lab using the BrainFuse link. You follow this, it's over here on the side. There's BrainFuse online tutoring, and once you click on it, you'll have the chance to submit your paper. So when you click on that link, this is the page that will show up. And you basically will just go to the writing lab part. You're going to submit your paper. I told them what kind of paper it is. It's a compare and contrast. And so then you can go in and you'll tell them what kind of format it should be. We're using 9th edition MLA, any area of concern that you have, instructions, so you can copy and paste the instructions from the module if you want. That helps them to just tailor their comments, make sure that you're getting maximum number of points, and then you browse and upload your file, and then you submit right here. When you get it back, it will come into your message center. So your message center, you'll come over here, your name, this little drop down, and then you can see my message center. And then I also think it shows up like the home page when it pops up, and you'll have a message right here. I'm going to try to set up a task as well that will go to your email. It makes it a little bit easier because you can just follow the link and then submit your paper without, so there's like less clicking, or you can just do it straight through BrainFuse. The nice thing about using the task that I set up is that usually I can see what they respond with, and so if you have difficulty viewing the paper, then I can help you out with that. Sometimes it doesn't work over the summer though. So once you're done, and you get their response back. So back in your message history, there will be a link to, it will give you a file. Oh, I don't have an example. They'll give you a file and you'll download that file, and that's what you'll upload here. If you just start assignment and submit your essay here, it's just going to me. I'm the only one who sees it. It's not going to BrainFuse. So make sure if you want your points for this assignment that you actually go to the link, go to BrainFuse, upload your file there, and then their response is what you're going to upload here when you start assignment. We've got a checklist here, just reminders of what you should be looking for as you revise your rough draft to create a final draft. Remember your rough draft you did in the previous module. You should get some feedback from me during the week, and then you'll also have your self-editing feedback. I do recommend reading out loud one more time just to catch any errors, especially if you're making like consistent ones, and make sure that you get all of those corrected. Obviously, you'll have the online writing labs response, hopefully through BrainFuse. Now, they don't work on the weekend, so make sure that you are giving them at least like 48 business hours to respond. So, you know, you need by Friday, you submit by Wednesday at least, if not Tuesday. That way you'll get that feedback in time, and then you'll have your peer comments by the end of the unit as well. So make sure that you're looking over their suggestions. And then the last thing here then is to actually submit the final draft and the post-writing assignment as well. So you go through, make sure your essay is submitted. You can see the rubric so that I'm going to grade it with, and then your post-writing assignment is just like all the other ones, where you are reflecting somehow, either through just a oral thing where you record yourself talking, Zoom conference with me, or just write a paragraph, whichever is easiest for you. So that is the module. Comparison essay just in general is kind of the hardest essay for the class because you do have those sources. Make sure that your sources are in there, they're used correctly, your works cited's in there, used correctly, all of that, because that's the bigger challenge for this essay. And then make sure that you do have everything submitted on time. We do have one more essay and then the final for the class after this, so we are getting close to the end of the semester. Just kind of keep in mind the next module, the essay is just in one module, so that's going to be a challenge as well. If you have questions throughout the week, make sure that you send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.